This is Tom Hartman with CityNetMagazine.com. We're at day 2 of Montreal Comiccon 2014, and we're here with Yaya. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, how you guys?
Now I got to say you're really developing a following here. You're moving up in the world. How does it feel being here at Comic-Con Montreal?
Oh, well, thanks so much. I've actually been cosplaying for 15 years, so for me this is a life's passion, and I've never been to Montreal Comic-Con before, so it was really awesome for them to have me out and be able to meet the local community and all the cosplayers and see their passion.
Okay. So how did you start?
I started as a fan, as anybody else, because 15 years ago there was absolutely no possibility in the world to do this. No one sold prints. There was no way to make a living with cosplay. No one made costumes for other people as you know, commissions, or there was no way to buy costumes on eBay even. So the only way for us to cosplay when I started was to make costumes ourselves, and I was just a kid. I had no idea what I was doing. I, just had to learn how to use a sewing machine, and kept experimenting with different costumes and making very bad ones, but I've kind of stuck with it, and in a few years afterwards I started getting asked to be a guest at conventions, even back in like 2001, 2002, when really cosplayers were just fans. Like, no one really assumed that they could be guest material, but I was asked to share like my knowledge. So I would do workshops on how to make costumes, how to do makeup, how to do wigs, and help judge costume contests. And I think it's amazing that forward 15 years now, cosplay is a staple at conventions. It is a global phenomenon. It's a cool thing to do. When I used to be called a freak and really like extra, super otaku weird, now parents are really encouraging to their kids to cosplay. They support them. They will like help them buy materials, help them make costumes, and I think it's really amazing to see this thriving community and seeing cosplay respected as an art form.
That's a great point, I have to say, because generally speaking, people were coming to see actors in TV and movies, and they didn't really, they weren't really aspiring to try to be that. But people come up to you and they're saying, well, I can do that as well. So if someone wanted to actually get into cosplay, would you have any piece of advice for them?
Well, cosplay is a fan expression. So first and foremost, I think if you want to cosplay, the only thing you need is the desire, the passion, and the dedication. Because like any other art form, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, a lot of research. There's a lot of resources out there. You can Google for just about any technique and any type of tutorials, and these are things that I didn't have when I started, and I wished I had been able to get some kind of training in this. But these days I've seen cosplayers really go from doing this as for fun to doing commissions and prop making and all kinds of stuff, and actually doing it for a living within a year or so, because they're being smart and using what resources are out there.
I understand. So would you have any predictions then, being a veteran in this, for what might happen in the next couple of years for cosplay? Do you see where they might go?
I don't know. I think cosplay will only get bigger. I think more and more people will do it. I think the kids that just watched Heroes of Cosplay and said, I really want to cosplay, are going to grow up into teenagers, and some of them will maybe go into fashion, or some of them will want to study costume design and make it into a career. And so I think we'll maybe see some very interesting, cool stuff happening, even the Hollywood world maybe 10 years from now. As far as cosplaying at conventions, this is a bubble that is kind of, growing bigger and bigger. So I am wondering when it will burst. I'm wondering what will happen to the many different types of cosplayers. Like from the ones that really love to do elaborate costumes to ones that really just like doing it for fun and buy costumes. Because cosplay is becoming so popular, and there's still no guideline for it. There's not like, it's not like a sport. It's not like, you take these steps and you become a professional cosplayer. Like, right now it's a free-for-all, and there are a lot of fractions. So there are people that are doing all kinds of different types of cosplaying, and it's all cosplay, but it's all very different. So, you know, it's about tolerance, I think. It's like being able to accept somebody who cosplays for completely different reasons and makes things or does things completely different than you, and still know that they're a fan just as much as you are. You know, like the issue of cosplaying outside your body type or outside of your ethnicity is really big right now. There's a lot of, you know, shaming with women like who are dressing up in, you know, sexy costumes or something. And I think it's really about, you know, just knowing that this is our way to express ourselves, no matter whether you agree with it or not. Like, you know, you can't tell somebody who's African American that they can't cosplay Superman. Like, they're allowed to cosplay Superman just as much as you are. And so
that's a great point. So just a couple of quick questions for you. If you had to meet a celebrity, either alive or dead, I mean, you're surrounded by them now, who would you actually like to meet?
Alive or dead, a celebrity. I would really actually like to meet Napoleon or Alexander the Great. Just because I'm like, how did you, like, what made you want to take over the world, and you almost succeeded, both of them, so.
That's amazing. If you had to maybe choose 3 words to describe yourself as if you were in a job interview, what would you say?
I would say, oh my gosh, I've never been asked that before. 3 words to describe myself. Definitely obsessive.
Good one, good one.
Obsessive, perfectionist, and creativity. So.
Excellent. I mean, no one can ever deny that. And would you, for yourself, do you have any particular website or any projects that you're working on right now?
Do you want us to do it again wait till this is done?
Yeah, we'll just wait for a second. I'll ask the question again. So do you have any particular website you want people to visit, or any projects that you're dealing with right now?
Well, I am very active on social media. Twitter and Instagram are Yaya Han, and my Facebook is Yaya Cosplay. And yeah, I have my own website, yayahan.com, and you know, I've been around for a long time, so I think I'm fairly easy to find. The project I'm really excited about coming up is I actually am coming out with my own comic book with Lionforge Comics. So they are actually creating the comic book, you know, of Wondrous 2 that features me as Yaya, and I have an alter ego superhero, and you know, I get superpowers. It's pretty cool.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we hope you have a great time here in Montreal.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I already had poutine, so.
This is Tom Hartman with CityNetMagazine.com. We'll have more for you soon.